Now this may sound like there's a bit of an echo here. That's simply because this is not the first time, or the second time, but the third time I've actually said this. The Jovian Concord will be coming to PC next week. Maybe. We'll see next week whether this actually ends up coming out, but they have said the reason for this is they could have released it on Friday, put the rush in, get everything done, but any bugs, it could be Tuesday or Wednesday before they're fixed because the Digital Extreme Studio is closed for a Canadian holiday on Monday. And they don't want to try and rush all these things, so they'll rather delay it, which is great. I've said many times before, I don't mind waiting an extra few days to get it polished off rather than a forced upload that is just full of bugs. There is, but of course, the Knicks deluxe skin. And I know Nyx already has a deluxe skin, she has the Nemesis skin. Well, she's going to have a new one, and let's be honest, this actually does look a lot better. There is the 3 new weapons. There will be a secondary, a primary, and oh, another primary. This primary will be the Wisp specific one, and I'm going to guess it's the Fullman, because there's the Kavat armor, there's the alternate helmet. I'm assuming they're also wearing the other helmet there, and then there's the gun. So that's the 3 weapons. I'm pretty sure that the previous one of these said there's going to be 5 new weapons, but there's the 3 new weapons. Yay, math. Then there is Wisp, that does look like she's going to be really nice. Her abilities, no matter how you put it, are still going to be pretty nice. But the video that they put up concentrated a lot on her first ability and how this is going to work. The second ability honestly looked like it was going to be better. That one. Because you will notice right there, it's kind of stealthily going around until all the enemies suddenly notice it. The third ability, if I remember, I cannot actually remember what it does. The Breach Surge. I almost had to think about that for a second there. Looks like the enemies stuck their melee weapon through their head there. It's not, but that's what it looked like. But it's her ultimate ability where, well, Solgate, it basically summons a sun that shoots a solar flare out. This, she could be a really good frame or she could be a really bad frame. We'll have to wait until next week to find that out though. I'm guessing that was simply, well, we can't see what level those enemies were. The reason I'm actually doing this is the new boss that they've been kind of teasing about this whole time. It's a new, it looks like it's a sentient based boss, but more importantly here, if you look at these little boxes at the bottom of the screen here, they're about the height of a Warframe. This is just to kind of give you size comparison. I would have loved for Excalibur to be standing on here. I'm really interested to see how we are supposed to take this thing out, considering it is about the size of an orbiter, probably bigger. Maybe this is Ordus, after he's been ignored for so long, coming for revenge, and that actually is an orbiter. It's not. It's huge. That thing is going to be a huge pain to take out. So really I'm looking forward to this new boss battle more now than I was before. The amalgam enemies do look really nice as well. You can see some of them here. I'm hoping this isn't all of them, because 2 of them just look like corpus with different helmets on. There's a drone on the left, more on the, well, second from the right, and a giant sentient floating in the middle of all of these. Just in the entranceway there. Because this is what this whole update is basically about. The corpus mixing sentient technology and creating the amalgam enemies that are going to be very useful. Because they are going to be part of the new Disruption game mode, which has now been confirmed. There will be an introduction to this mode with clan operations. And the way that this is going to work is you take out an amalgam, they can drop this. Volt is holding a key here, you use it on the terminal Excalibur is standing in front of, and then you have to defend it for when, I think they called it the Disruptor, which is the enemy on the left. It will be a glowing enemy. If you take out that enemy, the terminal is complete. If you don't, and the enemy makes it to the terminal, it's failed. This is going to be an endless game mode as well, so you can do as many terminals as you can be bothered to do during this time. And you can see an amalgam enemy. I said amalgam again, didn't I? In the background. I keep wanting to say amalgam because that's what I was saying before. But the amalgam enemies look like they're going to be a lot of fun, and then this disruption game mode is going to very much be I cannot remember the name of the raid from Destiny 2. I think it was the first raid from Destiny 2. I keep wanting to say the King's Raid, but that doesn't sound right. Anyway, where you have to collect the 3 keys, it's like the first thing you have to do. One of the first rooms you get into, I should say. And if one of the big enemies gets to it, then, well, you lose that key and you have to start all over again. This was very similar to that. But they did explain this has all been delayed till next week because they didn't want to rush it and get it out and have to spend... Well, if it's a holiday weekend, well, there wouldn't be anybody in to work on this till next week anyway, so one slight bug, this game could be unplayable for nearly a week. So waiting until next week is fine. Hopefully this will all be ready. It can all come out on hopefully Wednesday, because Wednesday is update day. It hasn't been Friday in many years now. And we can finally get in, play this and enjoy the Jovian Concord. It will then, it even says coming soon to consoles, because once they have a steady build on PC, they will move it straight over to the consoles to port it out there, and they're getting quicker at this. It'll be about 3 weeks, hopefully less. It depends on how quick they can get a stable build together on PC, get rid of all the bugs that PC players find, and then it will be released on console. But we're going to leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time!